The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ready, go. Throwing to start the drive. Booth. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now Narveson for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Booth. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Nnamdi Madubuike. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yellow. Attack, attack.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. Now Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. Narvis's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Didn't knock it free, but, boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Booth. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Fielded at about the 28. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mahomes now to throw. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Booth. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Back to throw again. Goes right back to McBride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Booth. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the 2nd half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Fire on these two. Fire on these two. Yellow.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 44, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Samuel bringing in the slant.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will not be able to get the 1st as he can get this only down to the 5. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Hey, Ridley.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Brian Thomas
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Chiefs stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Narbison now for the extra point.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Throwing after the interception. Booth. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's good for a Cardinals.
They go play action here on first down. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Nnamdi Madubuike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
But the defense quick to read this. They bust in and drop him before he could take the shot downfield.
Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Yellow. Hero 15.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. Down the right sideline.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for two.
The Cardinals will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Second down and 4.
Yellow.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it.
Hitting Samuel on the slant.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Yellow. 15.
Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Charles, a lot of happy